good whatever time of the day it is you happen to be listening to this podcast. It is the P&A Podcast Express. I am Adam Filkins, along with Phil Nickel. You look like you want to say something, Phil.
Surprise, this will be an actual quick trip.
This will be a quick trip.
Because you've got things to do.
Actual factual.
It's not going to be an hour and 8-minute quick trip.
This is not a quick trip extended edition volume 2.
And you just get us tonight. It's just you and I.
Yeah, just you and I.
That's it. And the new mic, and yours still, yeah, you're jealous.
Mine is in transit. Okay. I'm very jealous. I probably sound like shit compared to you.
He ordered the same mic, and let's just say, I'm impressed.
Phil got in on the early, he took my advice. He got in early on the microphone, and now he's reaping the benefits of it.
When my tech guy sends me a link and says, hey, this is a great microphone, and this is a smoking deal, you do it. I ordered it that day.
Yeah, and then I went and ordered it later that day, and mine was going to take longer to come in.
Because of the said smoking deal, they sold out very quickly because the price was phenomenal. Let's just say for a podcast that generates nothing, I could still afford it.
Yeah, and it's money well spent. You sound phenomenal.
If you would like to email us, you can email us at pineapplenipplearsehole@gmail.com. That's arsehole, ARSEHOLE. pineapplenipplearsehole@gmail.com or pnapodcastexpress@gmail.com. That's painful nut allergy podcastexpress@gmail.com.
But you don't have to spell that one all out.
No, don't spell that. Don't.
No.
I wonder how much returned mail is out there from Mailer des Mondes that they it didn't go through.
Yeah, probably a lot. That's my guess.
So,
that's what I'm going to go with.
So I'm going to say that's my theory is that thousands of people want to email us. They just don't get the email address right.
Right. I think you're correct.
Maybe not. We need more emails. I don't know.
We do. Well, on that, we're going to spread our wings a little bit. We've talked about taking the show on the road, doing some live stuff. As things warm up here, they're going to heat up also at the podcast.
A lot.
Yeah.
We have a new Friends with Benefits arrangement. No, partnership. No, not domestic partnership.
No.
I'm excited about this.
Yeah,
when I saw our logo, it's ours, on that page, I might have had a little bit of blood flow.
Yeah, and I can imagine where that blood flow was, and now I'd like to forget that. So drink.
Yeah, episode 2.
So yeah, there was something that we talked about earlier that I said, oh yeah, I'll save that for the quick trip, and I don't remember what it was.
Oh,
yeah, I lost
We do that all the time.
I derailed.
We see we're here at the Silver Tavern like always, and in full transparency, we decided to eat dinner in between the break.
Yeah.
And we had a very in-depth conversation about our lives and some of our lowest points, and I think that kind of changed the energy a little bit. By the way, the burgers were magnificent here at the Silver Tavern.
Phenomenal. And if we go to other places to do the podcast, it is no way a reflection on the service or the quality of products we receive here. It is top-notch.
Top-notch. Always top-notch.
If you're in Deckerville, come here. But yes, we have partnered up with Tuscola-Palooza.
Oh!
The show that will happen in Tuscola County, bringing in a national act, even though they are a tribute band. They are a national act. And I've actually seen these guys on YouTube, Detroit Rock City. They're a KISS tribute band. But beyond that, what you're going to get is like the absolute best local music around. You're going to have the 99, which is going to go on right before Detroit Rock City. They're a fantastic band. Mike Abraham and his crew do a wonderful job. I've seen them many times live. Opened for them a few times, actually, if you will.
Oh, nice.
And they're just fantastic. And then there's also the band Infamous Quick, which Eric, the proprietor of the show, that's his band, and they are fantastic as well.
They're great, yes.
They did add. I got to give a shout out to Tim Beckett, who just retired from playing. He, he's a grandpa now.
Yeah.
And he decided that he'd had enough of the late nights and the debauchery. But
he'll miss it, and he'll be back at some point.
I'm sure he will. But he retired, so they've got a new lineup, and I know they're excited about it. They're sad to see Tim go. He's just a hell of a good guy, and so they've got a new lineup, and I'm sure that will be unveiled prior to the show, but you're going to get the new lineup at the show. But, yeah, I got to give Tim a shout-out. Hell of a guitar player.
Yeah.
Hell of a guitar player.
Been on the scene for a long time, too.
And just a really super nice guy.
Yep.
So, Tim, congratulations on your retirement. I'm sure you did nothing to earn it, but congratulations on it nonetheless.
Nonetheless, enjoy your retirement. You did not earn it, but enjoy it.
Yeah, now you can just go out and heckle bands. And
I love heckling.
Yeah, no, he's too nice to heckle bands, but I hope he does it.
I got in so much trouble for heckling back in the day when I was in the stand-up scene. Oh
boy.
There's YouTube videos of me heckling some pretty... The guy's a national act now. He wasn't at the time. I made quite a scene.
Oh, boy.
Oh, let's just say he's a big dude. He's 6'9".
Holy
maybe,
shit.
and built like a brick shithouse. And I called him out and said, come fight me. And, yeah.
Kind of wish he did.
I would have gotten a mud hole stomped in my ass.
Or he'd have just made your ass a mud hole.
Oh, that too, probably.
Yeah. So, good job on that.
Yeah. That was,
how did you keep him from just whooping the shit out of you?
He was relatively sober, and I was not. And
okay.
I was at a bar that my friends were the owners of, and I actually worked at. And I punched a window out and said, come at me.
Pete.
Yeah.
Were you like one of those crazy guys with the glass in hand and your hands all cut up? And
it was not a very flattering scene for Phil. Let's just say that.
Well, few are.
Yeah, but this was... I don't know what had happened at the time. You see, what had happened was...
What hadn't happened was...
What had happened was... I thought I was better than all of these comedians because I think I'm relatively funny, but I'm really not compared to these people. These are brilliant people, and this is their primary...
But Drunk Phil was like, yeah. Oh, I'm pretty good.
Yeah, of course. And these people rubbed me the wrong way because they ran in these cliques, and they were just broke-ass, I thought were losers at the time. And meanwhile, I'm successful as an engineer, and I'm trying to do the comedy thing, too. And I don't have the time to sit around and write jokes all day, every day, because I'm, on welfare or whatever. And they were better than me, and I couldn't accept that. They were funnier. Probably still are.
Well, but if you can accept that now, you can grow from it, which means that you'll grow and still be unfunny.
So I could be at this bar anytime, but I was not allowed there for open mic night because I got banned. And I would test the waters. I'd put on a fake mustache, even though I already had a mustache. And try walking in there incognito, and they'd sniff it out every time and be like, "You're banned. You're not allowed here for the open mic night."
If you went in and you went in sober, they probably wouldn't have recognized you.
No, that's probably 100% true. So that was the scene, and I had actually arrived on it. I was doing some shows, and I was opening for some pretty decent names in the area. I mean, like I said, national acts and things like that. And it was not. That was, God, I forget what his name was. But it's on YouTube. I might actually try to look it up here and see how many views it has.
Are you tagged in on it?
I'm not tagged on it, but you can tell it's me. If you know me, you can tell it's me. Thankfully, he didn't call me out in that way by naming names.
I kind of wish he did. It'd be easier to search for it.
Yeah, it would be. It really would be. And this guy turns out he's a good guy. And
can I search for it under Seattle Jackass Heckles Funny Guy?
Probably. Here it is. Heckler tries to fight comedian. 764,000 views.
Holy shit. You should be making cash off of that.
Yeah, it's Heckler punches the door. That's when I punched the window. It's Jay Hollingsworth is the guy's name. You can probably put it together, and it's actually Magical, who has been heckling him in the previous... And Jay is not a small guy.
No, he is not.
And it's you can see it's bedlam. I was out of control. It's okay.
I'm looking for that so that I can play decent audio.
Yeah. So
what's his name again?
Jay Hollingsworth. It's a long clip. It's 3 minutes and 46 seconds. And the guy's funny. The guy is funny, and he has made it. He obviously, if his heckler video has 746,000.
This goes out to you. Nintendo
Yeah.
Girl, hold on. I need a woman's point of view on this. Relax, Jesus. I know it's your birthday. It's all about you tonight.
So if you want to see this, if you want to see, it's Heckler Tries to Fight Comedian. And we need some emails about this.
We do, and this was me. This was me. Not one of my prouder moments. We were talking about moments we're not proud of. I'm not, but I was on a video that garnered 746,000 views.
Well, and you know, you may to be the shining light on this.
The protagonist.
You may have put Jay Hollingsworth over the edge as far as like becoming a successful comedian.
I should get a hold of him now, and I do want to apologize because I don't think I ever have. So, Jay Hollingsworth, I'm sorry. I really am. But at the same time, you're welcome.
Yeah, yeah. I think that you can give that you're welcome.
Like, there's no personal vendetta, and I appreciate your comedy, and you are a funny, funny, funny guy. You're fucking hilarious.
Well, he does have like stand-up videos on there too. It's not just you being an ass.
Right.
So he is famous for more than you just being an asshole.
He's legit. Legit. And surprise, I fucked it up.
Well, you know, I can tell you that
this is the first time I've ever admitted this in a public forum. Like, this has gone under the radar for a long time. People don't know that it's actually me. So.
I'm trying to get him 1 million views.
He actually said, I think one of the comments or his comments, like, he says on stage after it all, he's like, yeah, I'm way bigger and way more sober, so I didn't mind if I had to fight the guy. And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of
As
true.
penance, though, I did fix the window that I broke.
Well, that's very nice.
It was the window between the bar and the kitchen, and it was plexiglass, and I punched it out and popped it out and all the trim, but I did fix it. And
sober or
sober? Yeah,
okay.
I went back. I went back. My tail tucked between my legs, and I apologize profusely. However, I was banned from open mic night, which I did like open mic night because I would stand up there and I would do a set.
Yeah.
It wasn't funny, but it was a set. And
I'm sure it was pretty funny.
My Type 5 used to be pretty good back in the day. I should find my notes, and maybe I'd like to find my notes, and maybe I'll try my Type 5 sometime on the podcast.
That would be fantastic.
Yeah. There you go. A lot of jokes about shoving your hands up a cow's ass, though. Those were not appreciated in Seattle.
Well, you're from the thumb of Michigan.
So it's just the given here. Oh, there's a takeout order. So, yeah, Jay Hollingsworth. Check him out. Brilliant comedian, funny guy. Funny guy. I'm sorry, Jay, but yet also, like I said, you're welcome. Because he was doing open mic nights in Renton, Washington, and that was his bread and butter. Now he is in Hollywood writing jokes for major productions and still doing stand-up, opening for some pretty major acts. So,
well, and probably all because of the 764,000 views that he got on YouTube.
Isn't that wild?
For some jackass bugging him in the...
People thought that video was great. And I'm like, I can never admit I was the person in that video, but I can confirm, and you will be able to watch it in its entirety, and you can tell it's me. Because you know me well enough, and you know my mannerisms and some things I will say. You can tell it's me. Let's just say I have some pretty colorful insults I toss at him, and you're like, that could probably only be Phil.
Yeah. You know, yeah.
I forgot all about this until you brought it up. This is amazing. Like, I can't believe the most views I've ever gotten on a YouTube video before were like 7. I forgot I'm featured in one that has 750,000 views.
Nice.
Maybe I'm a celebrity already. Fuck this podcast. Shit.
Well, geez, Pete's that should be a Wikipedia page in itself.
Like, I'm way too big for this podcast. How did you secure me to do this bullshit?
I don't know. I don't know.
I did stand up and opened up for a guy who has an hour-long special out there on one of the streaming networks. So,
damn.
And I know him, and that's how I met Joel McHale and became friends with him.
And they probably both hate you now.
Everybody hates me.
No, he's probably out there going, that guy was a jackass that night, but man, did he launch my career after that.
I hope so. Jay, I hope so. I really do.
I like to think you have a small part.
You should watch the entire video because it is a masterpiece.
I will.
And
I will.
I do my part to make sure that it's as absurd as possible because let's face it, I'm absurd. Very.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's come to light after this being the 37th episode.
I can't believe I forgot all about this until now. And it's legit. Like I said, you can look it up. 764,000 views.
Yeah.
And that's on his personal page. And it warrants advertisements before and after. And they say, usually on YouTube, once you hit over 100,000 views on a video, the advertisers kicks in, you monetize,
right.
And you're going to get at least $3 for every 1,000 views. So if you do the math, 764 times 3, that's some pretty decent money over one video.
It is.
That's over $2,200 on one video.
Yeah, that's not bad.
That's
like I say,
that's $2,201 more than we've made doing this podcast.
Yes, but we are getting a fair value in our exchange of media with.
So at Tuscola Palooza, I think we're going to finagle our way to be part of the show, not part of the show, part of the festivities. That's the good way to put it.
Part of the festivities.
Like maybe we'll get to announce some bands. Maybe we'll tell a few jokes. Maybe we'll light some farts on fire on stage.
Maybe we'll jar some farts.
Maybe we'll jar farts and light some on fire.
We should have a booth.
With jarred farts for sale?
Yes.
Oh, of course, I'm in.
And
I have a roll of high quality ribbon in several jars.
And jar your own farts.
Oh, for the DIY person.
Well, if you're looking for that person that's hard to buy for, and you're like, I just don't know what to get them, and I really don't like them that much, you're going to want to jar a fart for them.
Absolutely. It's the gift that keeps on giving, especially if you have a very distinct brand. Think about this. Jarred farts last a very long time. What if you were to pass away tomorrow, and 2 years from now, they just want a little piece of you to remember by, and you have a very distinct brand? Maybe they could crack that jarred fart, and it'll give them a little bit of inner peace.
I'd like to also expand that into the debelching barrel, where you actually have a small miniature barrel and a cork, and you belch into it, and you cork it.
The belch barrel.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Kind of like the mustard barrel.
Yeah.
I dig it. I think this is a natural progression to. I mean, farts went a little aggressive. The belch should have probably been first, but it's okay.
Well, and you can go back and forth with it. Eventually, I'd like to have the Ziploc bag of vomit.
Brilliant.
Yes.
Oh,
and like when you really want to feel close to somebody, you just warm it up a little bit.
Yeah,
hang on to it.
Yeah. Just hang on to it. Just squeeze it.
Yeah.
But don't easy there. I worked at SC Johnson. I actually said their name. It's okay. It's a family company. I worked there for 3 years, and I was very developmentally in charge of one of their big products today. I was an engineering co-op, and they said nobody's going to want a bag with 2 zippers, like double zipper bag. I actually set up the prototype line and ran the very first double zipper bags that ever ran from that company. Now it's one of their best sellers. This is Phil circa 1999, 2000.
You have literally launched companies, launched careers. You have nothing to feel bad about in these things.
Thank you, Adam. You are right, though. You are right.
Yes. I'm not even making that up.
How?
You've launched
How have
careers.
I overlooked this?
You've literally made 22s of hundreds of dollars for people on YouTube videos.
And launched them to stardom.
Yeah.
Created a flagship product for 2 companies. Because another one I did tonneau covers for, I invented 99% of their best-selling tonneau cover to this day.
Damn.
Yeah, that was my design.
Well,
my
damn
design.
It, do something for this damn podcast.
I can't even do anything for myself. Look how fucked up my life is. Jesus.
Okay, well, just make me rich, then.
Okay, I will. Adam, for you, I will. For you, I will.
I'm looking forward to that.
Please. It's proven that, I can do it for everybody else, but not myself. It's weird.
Well, if you make me rich, I'll make sure you're taken care of.
I appreciate that.
When you're old and your kids are like, fuck him, we're not putting him in a decent home, I will make sure you're in a place that doesn't at least have rats.
I was going to say, you'll put me in a mediocre home.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sold!
They'll have a dried up pool in the back. that your grandkids can skateboard in.
And that's how I'll die, because I'll try to drop in and break my neck.
You'll get all hopped up on like
Percocet.
prune juice,
prune juice and Percocet,
prune juice and vodka, and you'll go to jump off the diving board into an empty pool.
What a terrible combination! For those of you out there, that's the official cocktail of this this podcast: is prune juice and vodka.
Yes,
on ice.
Please don't bring us any.
No, don't submit any.
No prune juice vodka.
We don't need any listener submissions for that one, please. This has got me shook. Thinking about how these two products that I was instrumental in, as well as Jay Hollingsworth, this video.
Yeah.
Like, no, and I'm not kidding. I know he's had bigger videos since then, probably, with views. If you look at his page, there's no videos before that Heckler one that he has even probably 10,000 views on.
Every decent comedian has a Heckler video out there.
Right.
It's kind of like the rite of passage.
And I was his, and I did it. Let's just say I don't ever half-ass anything, and I did not half-ass being a drunken heckler that night.
No, it sounds like...
I full-assed the hell out of that shit.
You punched out unbreakable glass?
I did, and I broke it.
So you really didn't have... If you broke unbreakable shit...
Ooh, drink. Sorry. I can actually look away now and do that. I'm sorry. But,
but you have to actually look away, because if you're anywhere near that microphone, it'll pick it up.
So I literally, and then I remember standing outside and 8 people trying to talk to me. Calm down, Phil. Calm down. No, fuck him. And I got back, and it shows on the video, I got back into the bar because I still wanted to fight him.
Oh, that would have been bad. But that would have gotten a million views.
And then I proceeded to lay down or sit down on the street against the lamppost and cry. That's how Phil rolls.
Well, the emotional Phil took over.
Because I had realized that I was wrong, I was wrong when I was young. I was fighting everything.
Yeah.
I was sure that I'd win. But the world fought back and punished me for my sins. Social distortion.
There you go.
I was wrong.
Your dad loves that song.
My dad does love that song, which, by the way, he is here.
He is.
And he's watching the Wolverines play. It's Monday night.
Actually, I think he's watching the Keno numbers.
He is watching Keno more than anything else. 44 came up. I don't know if he played that one.
Oh, there's a 20.
Ooh,
why are they...
Ooh, there's 50.
It's Keno and they're using a bingo dauber.
54,
what the hell?
14, 71, 60, 36, 3.
Winning.
52, 65, 05. Yeah, I'm just calling out the Keno numbers on our podcast.
I want to know why it's a bingo dauber.
I don't know why it's a bingo dauber.
They use some of the weirdest shit to call.
I know. The worst one's the Archer. He's so fucking inaccurate.
Yeah. It's like he never hits my numbers.
What a piece of shit.
Well, we're at like 23 minutes for
Check
a
out
quick trip.
Jay Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth sounds just like
Absolutely.
Spelled just like it's spelled.
We're going to plug the shit out of everybody. Check out Jay Hollingsworth. Check out TuscolaPalooza.com.
Put him as a distributor on this one, yeah.
Yeah, I will. Check out
TuscolaPalooza.com.
TuscolaPalooza.com.
So their website, if you look to the sponsors page, you'll see our logo on there. And it'll show the band lineup. And this is an all-day affair.
It is.
It goes all day, and it's BYOB, which is fantastic. Bring your traveler bottle.
Yep, bring your traveler, bring your chairs, your fold-out chairs, bring an awning.
Yeah.
They're welcome. It's a great local music festival.
And bring your love for this podcast.
Yes, we will be there. We will be there. Hopefully that doesn't deter you from coming.
We will be on.
We will be there.
We will be on stage at some point.
We will. Eric, you got to make that happen. So we need to introduce some low-level band on the...
Even if you want us to do some advertiser live reads or maybe do a skit from, I don't know, remember Dink and Duff from the old Boy Scout magazine? If you wanted us to do a skit from one of those, we'd find one. We
could do some Rage Against the Machine spoken word.
We can recite some haikus.
Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me.
No.
Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. See?
Yes.
Did you hear that? We
Very
were right
poetic.
in sync.
Very poetic.
Right in sync.
We harmonized for a brief moment there.
I think so. There was definitely harmony.
Life was as one.
Yes.
Huh. We could do some Metallica spoken word, too.
Yes.
Although Rage Against the Machine spoken word is much more powerful than Metallica spoken word. Because Rage Against the Machine sounds like you're actually protesting, where Metallica sounds like you just want to make more money.
Well, Metallica spoken word, you have to throw in the yas, too. Like,
yeah.
Off to Neverland.
Yeah. You know who else has a big yeah bucket? Rob Zombie. He says, yeah. a lot in this song. Yeah.
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 He does.
Yeah. What is it? Which one is it? The one.
More human than human?
Yeah. Yeah. There's 27 yeahs in that. I think I have a post on that about Facebook. And the song is like 2 minutes and 40-some seconds long, so that's like 1 yeah for every 9 seconds.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's just
impressive.
You're not going to get anywhere else.
You heard it here first on the PNA Podcast Express.
Now you have to go back and listen to that song.
Yes.
Prove that it is correct. Email us, and if you are correct, you could win... Well, nothing. We have nothing to give away at this point.
Maybe I'll launch your career because I seem to be able to do it for everybody else but my fucking self.
Yeah. Yeah, so do it for me.
So I'll do some either design work for you. If you're a comedian, I'll come heckle you.
Yeah.
If you're an artist that sings, perchance, I'll make your song popular because I guess I have that power. Like I said, I can do it for everybody else but not for myself. Well, man, that kind of, in a way, that makes me happy, but in a way, it bums me out. It's like Mr. Holland's Opus. It really fucking kills me.
Eventually, it has to hit for you.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it does. So, that's the thing. I've tried my hand at comedy. I've tried my hand at being an engineer. I've tried my hand at broadcasting. I mean, I do sports. I do a sports show. I do a rock show. What else am I part of? A podcast. I did stand-up comedy, and nothing. Oh, I wrote
The Greatest Band That Never Was.
The Greatest Band That Never Was, BFNR. I also am writing a sitcom. Like, we've got 4 episodes in the can. Thanks, Wade. We're writing a sitcom. Like, I'm trying to do fucking everything here, man. And maybe that's the problem. Maybe it's like if you go into a restaurant that has a 4-page menu, and they offer, Italian, continental, and Mexican. You're like, just pick, 4 or 5 things and do them well here, guy. And I think that's where I've gotten off in life. Not gotten off. Definitely not gotten off anytime. But that's where it's gotten off track, definitely.
Yeah.
I've tried to do too much with too little, and I've spread myself too thin, and none of it is good. I think it's good in my mind, but it's all just freaking horrible.
That might be the only place.
I think, and if I've ever touched your life, if I've ever touched you in any way that's positive, then...
Any way that doesn't involve the Me Too movement.
Right. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for that. Just sometimes I need that reassurance because, I don't know, I'm struggling a little bit right now.
Well, I think that we've brought out plenty of positives that you had maybe took as negatives before.
Yeah.
That are positives now.
That's for sure.
I'd like to thank everybody for coming along on the therapy session.
It's interesting how this turned into a therapy session.
It is. But, every now and then those are okay, too.
And it was semi-entertaining. Adam's parts were good.
Yeah, and, your parts were pretty good, too.
Well, all right. On that note, let's wrap this up. He's Adam Filkins. I'm Phil Nickel. You've been listening.
Hold on.
You've been listening to the PNA Podcast Express. Email us at pineapplenipplearsehole@gmail.com or PNA Podcast Express at gmail.com. Make good choices.